8 signs to show that you are good with your money. You've seen several times people you call rich people, people you call millionaires, have lost track in their financial management, basically because the money management practice is not working for them. They are not even considering the importance of how you budget and how budget will help you in your financial drive. So as a result of poor financial management, they find themselves in the ridiculous situation. This is because most probably the financial education they got is not helping them out, or they are not implementing the financial educations that have always been part of the financial management strategies. In this video, as previously said, I'm going to show you 8 signs. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signs to show that you are good with your money. And that has to do with personal financial management. Let's dive. There are different ways people can assess their financial ways and how they can spend their money. But if you spend your money in the right way, in the right investment, there are every likelihood that you will be in the positive financial situation. And this situation resonates with your practice, with your behavior, with how you disburse your cash. That's why you need to watch this video at the end so that you know exactly these 8 signs to show that you are good with your money. If you are operating outside these signs, then I advise that you try to incorporate any of these signs so that you get yourself to that financial freedom you want. 1, you have a steady income flow. You see, for you to be financially reliable, you need to have income flow. Cash flow is very important for a success of whatever venture you want to go into. If you are not experiencing a steady cash flow, then that's going to frustrate your effort in whatever venture you want to take. For you to have a steady cash flow is a sign that you are good with your money. And how does that go? People who have tried several investment opportunities, who've tried to diversify their investment, have been successful in this drive. So to have a steady cash flow, it is worthwhile you have a diversified investment. So at the end of the day, income will be coming from different sources. And when you put all those incomes together, you will be adding values to your financial growth. Tips number 2 to show that you are good with your money is that you can pay your bills every month. You see, when you are indebted, it detracts you from financial growth. So when you try in the best possible way to pay all your bills on a monthly basis, your financial management, your financial growth will increase. How? Say for instance, you've not paid electricity bills for the month of May, and that's a money you've incurred. To whatever extent you look at, you're going to pay that money. And now you have a saving of say 20,000 leaves or $20, but you have to pay $10. You couldn't pay that bill probably because you want to have some money in your bank. And then it comes to a time that at the end of April, you're going to pay March, you're going to pay the March bills. So you've doubled your expenses. What is going to happen? You're going to pay the March $10 and that of your April $10. So what has happened? Instead of you would have paid the $10 for March, you are now going to pay $20 for March and April. That's going to be a drastic reduction in your saving habits. So to walk away with $20 is going to create a negative impact in your saving habits. Although some people may say $10 today is not going to be the $10 tomorrow, probably as a result of the investment strategies. But if for any reason that investment hasn't bring you anything, what is going to be the value for holding on the $10 electricity bill? So to ensure that you are good with your money, you need to be able to pay all your bills on time. It is either on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, depending on the environment you find yourself. And that takes me to sign number 3. you know how much you spend. You know, like I told you in that video, I have always practiced the idea of knowing where my money is going. That's why before giving out any amount of money, that money must have been part of my priorities. It must have been part of my budget, or it must have been part of my budget either in the form of a deduction from the miscellaneous that I set aside to recover whatever emergency cost that may come within the processes. So you need to track record of where your money is going. Rich people practice this habit. They know wherever their money is going will be worth it, and there is every likelihood that they will bring in a return. So for you to have the ability, for you to have the character to know where your money is going, is a sign to show you that you are good with your money. Not everybody gets acquainted with this habit, because some people may just spend extravagantly. Is that going to help you gain the financial freedom you're yearning for? No. You need to know where your money is going. There's a saying that you put your mouth where your money is. Once you know where your money is going, you'll be able to reassess the value and do it as to whether you are to do it back or you are to withhold that kind of expenditure. That is the sign to show that you are good with your money. Sign number 4, you can buy things that you want. Yes, if you are a good financial management person and you know that whatever thing you want to buy is part of your budget or has been predetermined, you will be able to buy something at any time without giving you any setback, without giving you any frustration in any shape or form. How? When you are financially equipped, when you know what to do with your money, then you are possibly in a place to budget for whatever cost you should be incurring for that period. So for you to know where your money is going helps you to decide on whatever thing you want to buy. And if you can afford whatever you want to buy, it's a sign that you are good with your money. There are times when people just have their money, they just tend to spend that money and then remain with nothing. And then emergency cases come. So what you see them doing is to walk around asking friends to come in and help them out. So if you are not planning your finances, you are leading to a lot of frustrations along the way. So if you can afford what you can buy, then it shows that you are good with your money. That takes me to signs number 5. You are saving money. You know, like I told you about the 50-30-20 rules. That rules holds only if you practice and stick to it. It is saying that you are to spend 20% on your savings on a monthly basis. Are you practicing this? For you to realize that you are having a good money habit, you need to be in a position to save money. When you save money, it doubles your earning. Say for instance, I have the belief that for every month 60% of my earning will go to a savings stock. So what that holds is that at any time of the day, at any time at the month, I want to expend on a certain items, I have that chance, I have that financial power to do it. So you have to save your money in an attempt to reassess yourself as a good money habit. And that takes me to tips number 6. You planning ahead for major purchases. Just like you have your savings, you know that you've got $20 and that $20 is going to be expended on certain items. That is a pre-plan. Say I know I'm going to spend for the month of April. I've already set up a budget that I have to get a bag of rice, I have to get 5 gallons of palm oil, I have to, all those stuff I have to buy for the kids. This money is set aside. I need to pay the bills. That amount is set aside. So as a result of setting aside all those costs and expenses, I have been able to pre-plan my purchases for the month of April. And that will take me to the month of May. because I've planned for April, that's going to save me another time to plan for May. So also you have to practice, and if you put all this practice in place, it shows that you are good with your money. And that takes me to sign number 7. You have an emergency fund. Do you know what an emergency fund is? You are in a situation, say for example, I'm not trying to be pessimistic here. Say for example, going to work this morning, I have a sudden news that I have been laid off. Is there any plan in place? So in a situation like that, how am I going to be able to sustain life? How am I going to be able to feed my family within that period, from the period of that news to the period I will be able to regain another job? Those money set aside to help me within that period, and normally it is set with the objective of covering for 6 months. So that amount I'll be using during that period is what we refer to as emergency fund. Or let's say for example you've set out a budget that has no indication of accident, and peradventure on your way to work, not trying to be pessimistic also, you involve in an accident. What you will do, you source from this amount to help you out in your medication. So to set out an emergency fund is that predictability that something will happen in the future, since there are every likelihood that there will be incidents that will happen that we are not prepared for. And that takes me to tips number 8, which is you invest and make more money. If only you practice the investment strategies and you invest your money whilst working, then there are every chances that you will be financially free. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Diversify your investments. Say for example, I do invest in timbers. If for any reason I have a shock, a financial shock in my workplace, there are likelihood that for that short period I will be able to recover by selling the logs. And how that's happened, it kind of correlates with my income and expenses. Say I have $200 from this point, and then I have $500 from this investment, and then with the color closet investment I have $1,000. At the end of the day, what that is bringing to me is income. Most probably in all those investments, with the exception of my salary, there's a profit range of $100 to $200. That money will be set aside to a cost, and then that money will be shared into the 50-30-20 rules. So for you to be reliably informed on your finances, you need to reassess yourself as to whether you have a good money habit. So that I know you are watching this video and you've gained a whole lot of ideas, and you will put most of these signs into practice if you haven't inculcated one yet. And you know you've got a lot of values in this video. So if that holds, then do me a favor by smashing that like button, because if you smash that like button, the YouTube algorithm is going to share this video to a lot of platforms, a lot of people around the world, and by so doing we get a lot of view. You are not going to pay for subscribing, you're not going to pay to like this video. It's just a way you can contribute towards the growth of this channel. And also don't forget to smash that subscribe button and the notification bell, so that each time we upload a new video almost on a regular basis, you'll be the first person to know. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.